Shalom. Shalom and welcome. Welcome to you who have come across this message. My name is Symmanayah, and this series is a reflection of what I am compelled to present. It has been entitled From Four Corners. For indeed we will watch a final exodus come to be. It is a message to those who seek to do the will of the Almighty Father, those who may be martyrs and or participants of the 144,000 and multitude that will march from the four corners of the earth to a safe place where we will await the return of our Messiah Yahusha. It is a series of messages reflective of end-time instructions and warnings. It is a series of messages that all too often repeats many key dynamics that make up the warning, the words, the orders, the commands that I believe are coming from the Spirit of Yahusha. Let me ask you this, my brothers and sisters. This segment is entitled Love and Guard. Take a moment and think about someone you've cherished the most from a practical perspective, someone that you've fallen in love with. What would be your expectations of that person that you fell in love with? What would you want them to do? And if they betrayed your trust, how would you feel? I also want you to take a moment to think about something that is most valuable to you. And you ask someone to guard it, let's say for 12 hours. For 12 hours, you needed them to guard it, or otherwise it could become compromised. How would you feel if you chose a specific time? Let's say a time from 8 in the morning to 8 in the evening. And you wanted that person to guard something that was most valuable to you, but they chose to guard it at 8 in the evening to 8 in the morning versus 8 in the morning to 8 in the evening. Is there a difference? Indeed it is. Or they chose to guard it from 6 in the morning to 12 noon. If there were time slots where they are not guarding what you wanted them to protect, then that puts your valuable at risk, or at the very least in jeopardy, possibly. Think about that for a moment. Now ask yourself, do you truly love Yahuah, the Almighty Father? Do you truly love Yahusha Messiah? With that said, with these questions mentioned, my brothers and sisters, let me present to you John 21st chapter, verses 10 through 17. They read as follows. Yahusha said to them, "Bring some of the fish which you have now caught." Shimon Kepha went up and dragged the net to the land, filled with 153 big fishes, and though they were so many, the net was not broken. And Yahusha said to them, "Come, have breakfast." And not one of the taught ones had the courage to ask him, "Who are you?" knowing that it was the master. Yahusha came and took the bread and gave it to them, and the same with the fish. This was now the third time Yahusha was manifest to his taught ones after he was raised from the dead. When therefore they had eaten the fish, Yahusha said to Shimon Kepha, "Shimon, son of Yonah, do you love me more than these?" And he said to him, "Yea, master, you know that I love you." He said to him, "Feed my lambs." And he said again to the second time, "Shimon, son of Yonah, do you love me?" He said to him, "Yea, master, you know that I love you." He said to him, "Shepherd my sheep." He said to him a third time, "Shimon, son of Yonah, do you love me?" Kepha was sad because he said to him the third time, "Do you love me?" And he said to him, "Master, you know all that I love you." Yahusha said to him, "Feed my sheep." My brothers and sisters, do we love Yahusha Messiah? And do we know when it comes to feeding his sheep that it requires listening to him, leaning on him, loving him, responding to him in order that we can provide the right food to his sheep? John 8:42 says, Yahusha said to him, if Elohim were your father, you would love me, for I came forth from Elohim and am here. For I have not come of myself, but he sent me. John 14:15 says, if you love me, you shall guard my commands. Exodus 15:26 reads, and he said, if you diligently obey the voice of Yahuwah your Elohim, and do what is right in his eyes, and shall listen to his commands, and shall guard his laws, I shall bring on you none of the diseases I brought on the Mitzrayites or Egyptians, depending on what version you're reading. For I am Yahuwah who heals. Leviticus 18:4 says, do my right rulings and guard my laws to walk in them. I am Yahuwah your Elohim. Leviticus 19:37, and you shall guard all my laws and all my right rulings and do them as I am Yahuwah. My brothers and sisters, if we truly love the Most High Father Yahuah and has come to accept Yahusha as Messiah, our Mashyach, we will learn to guard his commands and respond to his right rulings. The words love and guard are critical now and in the coming days. Lest we find ourselves in compromising position, let us learn to demonstrate how to love and how to guard his commands. If we ignore the importance of these two words, again, words such as love and guard, we will be at risk of becoming entangled in compromising fellowships, camps, assemblies, groups, etc. for whatever excuse, whatever reason that serves our fancy, so to speak, or feeds our pleasure. This will not go without just reward. Gird up, my family. We have entered into the refining period, for which soon the 144,000 in multitude will become visible, and the structure and discipline will begin to become clear. Gird up, my brothers and sisters. We will begin to be participants in a purging, as well as times when we will come away. The things which cause divide currently among those who will wear the banner of the children of Yahuwah will be laid waste. In some instances, we will witness loved ones, family members, and or people close to us being removed, treated as obstacles. Do not be overtaken with disappointment or grief or sadness, my brothers and sisters. Remember, we are on a schedule designed by the Most High Father, and there will be times we will be ordered to press forward beyond the shock regarding the parting of a loved one and or a family member. Beware of the religious who will push ceremonial influences for burying the dead and or weeping over the purge from our ranks. For soon and very soon there will be a sense of urgency that will demand us to press forward. It will prove that we do not have time for such matters. Though these might sound like cold words, my brothers and sisters, I am not insensitive. I have attended funerals myself at times, and I may attend funerals again. I may die and people may attend my funeral. But what I am saying, my brothers and sisters, the time will come when we will be ordered to press into living actions and will not have time to tend to funerals. Let us pray, my brothers and sisters. Again, I am not trying to be remiss nor insensitive to the death of a loved one. I am merely stating that we will face these challenges. Be prepared and know what is important. Be prepared and know how to identify the priorities regarding the life of those who are walking the planet, regarding the message that is to go before the Most High, regarding the message that are to go before our brothers and sisters one towards another. My brothers and sisters, let us be mindful. We are asked to walk in the fullness of the Spirit, to be filled with the Spirit. There will be orders to press on in spite of what we experience. The strength and the life of the following passage will hold true. John 14:26 through 27 speaks of the set-apart Spirit whom the Father sent in Yahusha's name. Let us be mindful of that, my brothers and sisters. Let us be mindful of John 14:25 through 27 as well as John 16 through 14, which speaks of the Spirit of truth. Let us know that it is the living Spirit of Yahusha. It is the set-apart Spirit of the Almighty Father sent in Yahusha's name. All too often, many of us fail to realize that the Messiah, Yahusha, was talking about the Almighty Father sending his set-apart Spirit in His name. There are those among us who will echo the importance of the names of Yahuwah and Yahusha, but quickly forget their importance when it's time to choose to magnify His actions, His words, His orders. Instead, many have taken positions to sensationalize the word Ruach and Ruach HaKadosh much more often than the Spirit of Yahusha. This too will come to an end. I am not saying Ruach is a bad word, which it simply means spirit. And I am not saying Ruach HaKadosh is bad or forgiven, for it means set apart spirit. But I am strongly encouraging that we magnify the name Yahusha Messiah, Yahusha. For in magnifying His name, we lift Him up, and in lifting Him up, we watch Him work through us, in us, one towards another. We recognize that it's through His name, the power of His name, that we receive life immeasurably. My brothers and sisters, if we are going to experience walking filled with the Spirit of Yahusha working within us and without, we will come to identify how to righteously love and guard all commands from our Almighty Father Yahuah. So many have only gazed at the sacrifice and resurrection, only to ignore or fail to take serious the need to identify the functioning of His living set-apart Spirit to this day. My brothers and sisters, if we truly love the Most High Father Yahuah, let us yield to what is ordered regarding our orders, regarding commands to guard His laws, His commands to us. Let us learn how to righteously guard, even at the pain of purging or coming away from compromising teachings and camps. Soon, proof will come. There will be times when we will come away from compromising wicked and evil practices. Tough decisions will be strong among us. Proof will come. Believe it or not, there will be heartache. There will be pain. But we will be refined. We will be perfected. We will witness nepotism fall to the side as it regards to family members getting special favors when it comes to loving Yahuwah and guarding His commands. You might say, well, what do I mean by that? Well, you will see people who, because they are family members, get special treatment, get treated a certain way. This will be laid waste. We will come to know what the true love of Yahuwah means, what it means to worship and obey Him, what it means to guard His commands. Regardless of who is before us or who is around us, we will make righteous decisions as we are refined. My brothers and sisters, if we continue entertaining compromising fellowship, camps, groups, and assembly, knowing that we disagree with what's being interpreted and taught or practiced, can we say with an honest mind, body, and soul that we love Yahuwah? Can we say that we are guarding His commands if we have our feet in a little bit of everyone's camp? Whether we dress it up by saying, oh, I'm playing it safe. Or whether we say, oh, I don't belong to a camp, but yet we find ourselves continuously giving our time, even though we may disagree with many things that are being said. My brothers and sisters, deliverance is coming. Orders are coming. Obedience will rise among the children of Yahuwah. We will witness the final exodus, and it will take a shape like we never truly imagined. I say to you, no house divided against itself can stand. With that said, there will be unity among Yasharal. The set-apart Spirit of Yahusha will purge. He will work in us in the purging of what is wicked. We will come to know what is right, what is true. My brothers and sisters, let us pray Let us pray that we are not seduced by words such as you're not going to find a perfect fellowship, camp, or group, or there won't be unity until Yahusha Messiah return. Let us trust in the words of the Most High, knowing that in coming together in the final Exodus, there will be unity. Let us learn how to identify common words that we have grown so accustomed to accepting and yielding to, that these words that promote a do-nothing attitude, these words that seek to dull our senses, these words that try to de-energize, not energize us, make us slothful in pursuing righteousness, these words will come to an end among those who will be gathered for the final Exodus. Do not he that is the beginning and the end, who gives breath and a heartbeat and life immeasurable, do he not deserve that we put our best foot forward, so to speak, in guarding his commands, guarding what is ordered from him? Do we not owe it to ourselves to protect his laws and commands? I will rest here, my brothers and sisters, on this subject, but choose wisely whether or not you love the Most High. Look in the mirror and ask yourself, do our actions demonstrate a love for the Father, a love for our Mashyach Yahusha? Are we actually guarding his laws and commands? Soon we will find ourselves guarding it like never before. We will find ourselves surrounded by others with like minds and core beliefs and commitments to do the will of the Almighty Father. Until next time, my brothers and sisters, love and guard, 2 words to be mindful of. And like I've said in many occasions, it would not be a bad idea to begin discussing the importance of loving Yahuah, of loving Yahusha Messiah. It is not a bad thing to begin discussing what it means to guard, to protect. And the more we can see how important the life of the word guard means, the more we will draw closer, the more we will have no problems coming away from compromising teachings, practices, interpretations, and beliefs. The more we begin to worship and obey the Most High, we will find ourselves drawn together by Yahusha Messiah, working in us, through us, one towards another, through his chosen leaders, and through his sent messengers. Until next time, my brothers and sisters, pray on these matters. Pray and choose wisely what you will do going forward. Shalom, shalom, shalom.